Hey folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Motorsport Manager. We're doing the Underdog Challenge, and today we are heading off to Tondela with our car. Overall, our team standing, we are in second place overall. We're only 11 points ahead of Ozu, and we are 33 points behind Silva Racing. We actually need Silva to have like an atrociously poor race or two to give us a chance to actually promote this season. We'll see. We are currently still developing some brakes, which is okay. We may still sneak in some engine development, even if we do get promoted and engine becomes a spec part. We may have some use for an engine component still this season, and we do have to prepare for the idea that we might find ourselves in this league one more time. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, let's continue for now. It is going to be clear both days, 26 during practice, 20 during the race. 20 is certainly manageable. Tire wear is high on Tondela. It is a 32 lap race as well. So quite long, 32. So it's going to be 13 laps of fuel because it's 12.8 if it's 40%. So 12.8, I think they round up. So 13 laps of fuel per go on something with fairly high tire wear. Yeah, I suspect we're definitely going to be on some firmer tires here. I really want to choose Vamoose. I mean, we got a first, a second, and a fifth in the last three races. It really comes down to where we get put on the grid, which is random, which, again, may be a good thing for us, because I don't know how... Well, if we had qualifying, I suspect we would come in the top half most of the time, which might mean it would be better than a random placement. But I would like to go greedy with here, but it really depends on where we end up. Do we want to do one where we YOLO? Let's do one where we YOLO. I'm not sure it's correct, but we're going to do that. If we take a look at the parts, running the best two over here, those are obviously there, and that's going to be that over here. And reliability is pretty good across the way, so let's go ahead and jump in. Okay, so we're going to Portugal for this race. Although this is the one that's always got the giant German flag right in the middle of it. So every time we get here, I'm confused. I'm like, wait, what country are we supposed to be in? They're right over here. Big German flag. I'm like, wait, but no, but, oh, right, Portugal. Okay. Super confused. I mean, I'm already confused about flags as is. Are you Germany? Are you Belgium? Is it the other ones that people we're talking about, right? Netherlands and Luxembourg. It's like, Europe, you're bad at flags. I love the continent. You guys are great people. You're really bad at flags. I mean, come on. So let's make some little modifications here. Okay, so tire choice, it is defaulting us to soft and medium. I can see why. See, even the softs, again, we do about 13 laps of fuel on a full tank of gas, which means the softs, if we don't push them, will still be hitting the lowest band with just that as regular stand. Now, in another sense, 32 laps, I think it is 32, right? 31 or 32? I thought it was 32. Means each stint will be, 10 and a bit or nearly 11 as is. Which actually might work out with the softs. I suspect, I mean, we might do one stint on super softs, but I expect we're going to do at least two on softs, if not three. If we go soft, like we could push a little bit more. We'll have to monitor the temperature a little bit. Again, race day is supposed to be about 20, so should be okay. I could see how like the mediums and like really aggressive pushing might happen, but in our math, while there was some funny stuff we know with the engines, it turns out overfueling a little bit and running the engine more aggressively is a win. But for the tires, it's always just go with the softest tires you can manage. It's not worth putting harder tires on and driving them more aggressively. So I think the softs are going to be the sweet spot for us. Obviously, we're going to make some adjustments over here, like that. So we'll be at the extreme end of all the greens, so at least we know what direction to go in. So that's going to be something. And you'll run softs. And then Jesper, we're also going to put you on just softs, and then we'll get the full knowledge from it, which is going to be nice. We have no idea where we want to be on some of these things. I suspect we're going to want to be higher end on the... You know what? I'm going to leave this here because I'm betting we're going to want more downforce. I think we're going to go left from here, and this will at least get us closer. And if we end up here and it says good, I won't know what direction to go in. Whereas here, if it says good, I really feel like going left will be correct. So I think that'll put us in good position to try to figure things out. Done, done, done. Take practice. Again, Amina is really not gaining the stats. I'm kind of disappointed, and if it weren't for her high marketability, we would definitely be looking to replace her. But she's still bringing in the marketing dollars, so at least there's that. All right, bring in. Whee! All right, send out. Downforce, very poor. Well, we know we've got to go real far with this downforce. So yeah, again, I'm going to add quite a bit more. Something like that. The speed balance is very poor. I'm going to send it quite far from where it was, somewhere like this. And the handling is just going to get moved a little bit because it's within the right neighborhood. So 64% is really low, but hey, at least we know where we're not supposed to be. Ooh, we got really poor over here too. We're actually getting kind of a rough start to our practice here. But so the downforce can move a fair bit. The speed bounce, we're also going to shorten considerably to somewhere like that. And the handling, I'm actually going to soften up your suspension one more notch over there and see if we can at least hit some grates. Like that. Okay. Send out and bring in and bring in. Okay. Inez, if you could crash, that would be very helpful. Downforce, we're still only on okay. Also, your form's really poor. Like, oh, wow, we're at 90% with okay. That's insane. So we'll go here. This will either hit good or go to, like, poor, and then we'll know we're supposed to go the other way. Maybe a little less. And then both these got moved a little bit. So we'll let it be. Probably it'll break some of the grates, but it should be easy for us to reevaluate after this. I'm a little worried we may not get the knowledge all the way we want. Ooh, now that's nice. 2 grates and an excellent. What's our percentage here? 97%. Okay. What I'll do is I'll give us, say, a slight tweak in the downforce, just in case it shifts the numbers around, but we're totally fine with using the 97%. So at least the owlbear is going to be able to stay out for the rest of this and accrue lots of knowledge for us. We are going to bring Maritson in one more time. And send out. Okay. 94%, and that's with the speed balance not being very good. So this is the best downforce that we've landed on. The excellent there, and then for the speed, we had a great here, and now we're back at good. So we need to bring the speed balance just to the right of the previous great. Do something like that. Hopefully we're still in excellent range there. In any case, if we end up with a 94%, I'm not going to cry. I'm going to send you out like this for the rest of the stint. Yeah. Boop. And boop. Okay. Get me some knowledge. Smarten me up. And yeah, the temps are going a little up on the yellows right now, but it is much hotter today than it will be on race day. I think yellow performance on softs is actually going to be sort of bang on, just to make sure the temperature stays. And it should give us a little play to do a little bit of pushing from time to time. We may have to do some conserves from time to time as well. How much time we got? Yeah, we're gonna double up on the 3s here. In fact, we're gonna bring them both in for another little adjustments, just to see if we can get some more. I didn't realize we'd get there quite so fast. It's not gonna be a very significant stint, but we might be able to squeeze another 1% out. So we actually dropped some percentage from last time. Go back over here. So the problem is the indicators didn't change, so we actually didn't know which one did it. But let's give you slightly more downforce, because going slightly less didn't fix anything. And that does tweak some of these things. We'll do that, and then we'll just send you back out. I mean, it doesn't matter. There's not much time left. And then we'll just click on whichever one gives us the highest percentage. And over here, oh, you got a great and 2 excellence? Oh yeah, it's not even worth fiddling with this. I mean, well, that's not true. The downforce, here, a little nudge. We'll just see what that does. And then just, yeah, get that sent back out, and then we'll just hit the button for whatever comes out best for race day. So the big question is, what is our position going to be on the grid? Because it's completely random RNG. Where is it going to place us? Hopefully, not dead last. I think this is the first screen we're going to find out, right? We do have the race objective of 3rd or above, which I actually feel like we might be able to hit if we get positioned, in top 5 of the grid, maybe. Wow, that is super rude to the owlbear. So she's coming in 20th, but Martin is coming in 2nd. Now, we're going to confirm here, Medium. We're not running medium tires. There's the pit stop, but I think the soft tires, which is our medium compound here, which means it does have a little bit of a delay from lap to lap, so that 15% increase will be useful. Pit stop guru might also be useful, but I think there's a good chance we're going to run softs the entire time. I think super softs is no-go. This is 98%. That's our highest value there. I'm going to assume softs, and yeah, it is 13 laps worth of fuel, and yeah, we are going to start off fully fueled. I think that's going to work out, and I think we're going to have some room to push our tires. I like it. And yeah, same thing over here. We get to get back to 97%, which is about the same. We're going to do this. You'll be fully fueled. That's going to be okay. You're both going to start off in the double reds, and what will definitely have the Owlbear pull back a little bit to delay her pit stop by 1 lap versus Jesper, who we're otherwise going to try to run as aggressively as possible. I think the tires are definitely going to have to pull back from the reds because of the temperature. It is 20 degrees. So it is going to be a little cooler, but I think managing the tire temperature is still going to be a big thing. I don't like the fact that your form is only at 4. That is really bad news. Also, lots of people starting on super softs early on, so we are going to have some difficulty keeping position early, but I think it's going to be better over the course of the entire race. Hopefully I'm not wrong here. Martin off to an average start. Looks like you probably got to a bit good start. Third place guy may have started a little poorly. That's Engelhardt. So there's an RNG on the start, basically, to determine if you go average, fast, or slow. There's nothing, I think, that you can really do to control it. Maybe one of the stats makes a difference. Oh, poor Owlbear. Like she just boosted so much speed, and it was like, no room for an overtake here for her. But keep pushing for now. We're gonna pull back on your stuff a little sooner than Martin. Although Martin isn't really competing the same way. Are you still double redding? You are. Now, you are defending from third. Oh my god. Did I say defending against third? I meant to say you're just gonna pass everyone. Let me keep pushing for a little bit. Let me go and bring you down here. I think I'll bring down your tire mode. Because I think temperature's still gonna accrue on orange here. Yellow might be about neutral with this temperature. Okay, we'll bring your engine mode down to high as well. And you're still fighting so much. I don't know, maybe I will pit you first. I wonder if would that work? It might. It might. I'd have to almost put you down to a couple of yellows here. We're, like, you know, I was going to say, we were 1.6 seconds. We're 1.7 seconds ahead now. We might leave you out longer. Just push with Owlbear, because she's still actively passing people. 1.8 seconds. 1.9 seconds. Yeah, okay. Martin. Keep going on the double yellow. I think it went down to 1.8 again, but went back up to 1.9. Now 2 seconds difference. Holy crap. Yeah. Well, as long as that gap is not shrinking, and in fact it continues to grow, we're definitely going to be happy here. So yeah, well, ooh, okay. We are going to have to pull back on our tires, though, because they are getting smoking hot. Engine condition's still good. Oh, 1.3. Oh, you got past, and this guy's going quite a lot faster. Okay, let's push you back up to at least a high engine mode. But I still want to be a little careful with the tires. 1.4. 1.3. Okay, let's push. Your temp is still basically maxed out, so you can't do anything more there. You pit before. You know what? I'm going to go back to medium strategy here. I think you will go back to pitting after Martin. Because if he's having to maintain the high engine mode to stay above here, so we can go and undercut that fuel amount with Owlbear to break them up. 1.5 seconds. All right. I mean, you're holding balance. There's no DRS. So we've got that. 28 laps remaining indeed. His tires are going to go down. In fact, he's going to hit the cliff very soon on his tires. And he'll have to stop pushing entirely. Got passed by Gerard. You could still well, you can't push your tires anymore, so we may as well have you on more conservative fuel strategy regardless. It may not feel like the cleanest pit stops in terms of when we do the timing. We're going to try to optimize things for Maritson, and we're going to play around it with Owlbear. 2.2 seconds ahead of Sabato. How... Your form is 3.8. Why are you going so well? You don't even have literally all the best parts in our cars, but leave the right sort of things happening. We're going to have to chill out on the tire wear there. And speaking of, I think what we're going to do is we're going to go and do a little bit of conserving with her. She's got... we'll try to delay her stop after Maritson, rather than have her pit way too early. Might be a little tricky, but we'll see. But her race is currently, there's nothing going on. She needs a miracle. She needs crashes and safety cars and things like that. We're 2.7 seconds ahead, but he's definitely in his lowest band, and in fact may have hit his cliff. Maybe not the cliff yet, but he is pitting and dropping down. These guys are still going to be the case here. I mean, I'm assuming it's going to be a 2-pit race for everyone. Yeah, I'm liking this. You back up to that. Well, yeah, you're passing some of these pit drivers, and yeah, this is sort of team strategy here. She's probably not very happy that she can't push, but she hasn't really proven that she can. We're 4 seconds ahead of Engelhart. Okay, down to 3.8 now. 3.7. I'm not going to push more than this, but it's nice to have the spacing. I mean, we know the pit stop in this game, it'll probably cost us, it's like 25 to 30 seconds of lap time, basically. So if we were to pit now, we drop down like behind here, although a bunch of other people are going to be pitting soon too. No wonder Engelhart is closing. He did just do a... Well, it's just fastest sector, but still. Keep pushing, keep pushing. Engine condition is great. You're going to have lots later on. And yeah, we're just buying you an extra lap of being out to make the timing work better. Second place is now pitting. But yeah, he probably was in that lowest band too, so we're... I was going to say we'll get some extra space here, but not quite yet. We're right on the temperature band on yellow. It's definitely not dropping on yellow. In fact, it's barely even dropping on green here, the temperature. If we could do a final stint on softs, that would be nice, even without the 15% boost. But we are going to wait until the last possible minute to consider that. How much of a fight are you in? Not that much of a fight. It was like, oh, maybe I could give you a little more, but no. Oh, it's Jans now, 3 seconds back, although he's planning a pit. And in fact, is going to have a poor lap because of his softs hitting their limit here. We're going to do one more lap, I think. I mean, at the very least. One more lap, because we're not quite going to hit the percentage. I don't know where it's going to be exactly with this band. It's probably a little under 30%, though. That would have been pit. Yeah, you tell you what, we'll pit on the next one. That looks pretty good to me. Because I'm betting we'll hit the lowest band of this tire right about then. If we pushed more, we could do one more lap like this, and it might increase the chance that we could have a really good final stint on softs. On super softs, rather. And so 22 left, 11. Yeah. I mean, we have to do one on the soft, which is the middle compound. We have to do one more on the middle compound, that's for sure. But if we do push one extra lap, then maybe we can do a really good one on the softest. Not like we can push the tire because of temperatures anyway. Would I leave enough? No, I actually wouldn't have enough for another go. I would have had to change my fuel strategy a little sooner. Well, since that's not going to be the case, we'll pit now. We'll do this. We'll do the full fuel up while trying to get the freebie here, right? With the fractional increase, which is going to be fine. Parts are manageable. Until we get punished by the pit stop, we are going to go fast. Ooh! I think I forgot to reshuffle my pit crew. I mean, the risk factors are the same, but I think our raw time isn't good. I think all I did is do the automatic cycling, and we probably could have edged a little bit more with some micromanagement there. You actually conserved maybe too much here, Owlbear, and I'm really sorry. Go ahead and pass this person, and we'll drop you back out. Like, you could have even pitted this lane, but you're going to stay out one more. And honestly, I think it will be on the double red. Yeah, just chunk through your tires, you're going to be okay. So we came out third here. Gerard and Vananen. My God, how many umlauts do you need? They haven't pitted, so they're going to. Probably pretty soon. Fourth is complaining about mechanical problems with Sabato. That's good news for us. Yeah, push, 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 and then, yeah, we're going to plan on pitting you this lap. So, softs and fuel, which actually will be a little, yeah, that'll work out really nicely because we're still pushing hard. We'll do another fast. It's going to be okay, and keep doing this. Yeah, that's going to be wonderful. Just gain a few tenths of a second before you pit. Whether or not you pass someone doesn't make any difference, unless they're also pitting this lane, which Santa Ana might, actually. And that would be huge. Johns and Santa Ana are both the team that I'm really looking to beat. He's already pitted once. He's only a couple of seconds behind me. So defending against him is going to be... Or that's Albert over here, actually. But, yeah. Sorry, no, that's... Yeah, no, I don't know. We already pitted. So, actually, there's a big gap between us and Johns. Santa Ana doing a little bit better. You got passed, but so far, so good. Hits not being punished yet. And yeah, this way we'll do a minimal refueling right at the end. Now, there may have been some min-max we could have done, figuring out our deltas here to, be like, oh, no, we should underfuel by a couple of laps now because it'll put us ahead of someone coming out of the pits, which would be a pretty high-value thing. We're going to have to pull back on your stuff here. Let's go to medium. Because we will definitely be able to do a really good super softs with her. Because she had the later stop. I think we're going to try to push back second place here. Englehart's not going to be pitting for a while. Let's see if we can close in. Our gap right now is 0.7 to 0.5 to... let's just burn past him. Okay. And into first because he were pitting. So that actually worked out really nicely because now we've got no one in front of us. I'm just going to drop down to double orange. Yeah, and he's being fairly conservative here. 1.3 seconds gap. 1.4. What are we most concerned about it lasting? Last time it was pretty balanced. The temperature might rise a little bit. Let's put you down to neutral. That way I can save some tire temperature to help with an overtake. That sounds pretty good. Same sort of logic over here. We're not in the middle of an overtake fight yet with Albert, but it's getting closer. Alright, let's go double red here for a little bit on Albert. And Martin, you're mostly looking fine. Yes. In fact, I'll just drop this to medium here. Although, no, the fuel's not going to be a problem. Running on high is better. We know that. As long as your engine has condition, which it does, run your engine as aggressively as possible, and it's worth the extra refueling time. Okay, big overtake there. Excellent. We're going to drop your tire mode down to yellow, because heat's still going to be a thing, but I'm going to keep you on the red engine mode. Hang on. Go back to attack for a sec. Get in there. Martin, 3-second gap between you and Engelhart. Same amount of pit stops, so that is a seriously good leading time. That's really seriously good. We still need Jans and Santa Ana to, get into an accident or something. Well, Santa Ana's not currently in the points, so that's good. We need Jans to not end up in the points either, and that'll help a lot with both the driver and the team championship. Okay, we definitely have to pull back on the tires. They might even be gaining temperature on the yellow mode over here. How's your condition? 70% is dropping pretty quickly. We'll drop you back down to high now, especially since you're not competing with everyone. You're at 81. The high's looking pretty good there. I'm actually really happy with where we are. Let's bring up the speeds a little bit. Well, no, I'd be much happier if Albert was actually in the points. I think you're doing as well as you can. Did you start in 20th or 19th? Something like that. I think it was 20th, actually. Oh, we do have a crash. No safety car. I didn't actually see that happening. There may have been a yellow flag for a second. I'm not sure. Been towed to the pits? Okay, yeah, you're just in the pits. All right, we've got nearly a 4-second gap on Engelhart now. Let's actually, our tires... Yeah, let's do this. It's still faster, but it will push it a little bit. I think that's going to be okay. Because we do want the tires to last long enough. We don't have to pit because of the fuel. Because we really want to have a really aggressive final, soft lap. Well, we probably can't run the tires aggressively because of temperature, but soft is still going to be faster. And the soft range is what? It's saying 10 to 13? 9 to 12? Something like that. So we're going to want to pit for softs maybe around lap 21. 22 might be better just to avoid the fall off. And this might work now if I'm fairly conservative. 5 more laps would bring this up to lap 22. That would work out pretty well with the fuel. The question is mostly the rest of it. I can give you a bit more overtake here, but I can't give you any more tire. Albert, I'm sorry. And your engine condition is dropping. Yeah, just keep running the orange for now. I can't... In fact... No, run for the orange for now, because you are in a bit of a cluster. If we have to go to conserve later on or something to do it, it'll be okay. I considered going to yellow right now, But let's give her a little something so she can try to advance up the positions. There's going to be some pitting that happens pretty soon. In fact, Fawcett, who's right in front of Owlbear, is due for a pit. If we aren't defending quite so harsh against 11, this might actually be a good time. I'm going to conserve the tires a bit. And the engine, although you might get overtaken here. Yeah, you're still fighting for 11th. And then fall back. In fact, double fall back. I think you did a big cornering mistake. Okay, I'm just going to get you to conserve for now. Meanwhile, up front, okay, only 2.3 seconds. He's probably getting ready for a pit, so he's probably like, okay, well, I can push hard. And he is pushing hard. But I don't know if he's actually going to be able to catch me before he's forced it. He's got to be bound to pit next time. And even if he passes me, does it really matter? We're still in our middle band of performance. I'm not rushing to pit this car. We have a lot more fuel than tire. And we have engine condition. So yeah, go ahead with the high mode there. Yeah, he's pitting now. So he's caught up a little bit there because he's, I think, can be aggressive on his tires. He doesn't care. But let's do this. This is still working out okay. I think this is looking kind of okay. In fact, I think, yeah, let's go to high engine mode here. I think that's going to work out okay. And some people are complaining about some repairs. You're going to be hitting your low performance band soon. I think we might pit now. So if we were to pit now, 11 laps remaining. Oh, no, that's not enough for the super softs. And you know what? I don't think I want to push for another 2 or 3 laps to make the super softs viable. So we're just going to pit for softs. And if we do this, actually, we'll do this. We'll overfuel by 1 because you have a lot of engine condition left. We're going to overfuel by 1 so that we can run on high mode for the rest, which is going to save us time. 9 seconds of fueling, 6.1 seconds of repair. This should happen at exactly the same time. It is something else that's going to happen that could be a risk, but theoretically, we can swap the front wing without extending our pit time at all. We couldn't do the same thing with the gearbox because it's a lot slower, but at least it's not lower. So we should be able to get a free swap there. Again, at potentially a slightly higher risk of a mistake. But there's always a possibility that the random damage will happen such that we will lose the wing or go into the red zone. I mean, we certainly, if we keep losing at the rate we are now, we probably would hit the red zone. Maybe not quite, but pretty close. There's the repair with no mistakes. So we did not lose any time whatsoever by doing the front wing swap, which is huge. You're going to run on... Oh! More solid now. Well done. It looked like a collision there. Gerard's got a pit, so I don't know how badly we really have to fight him here. He's going to pit next turn. We don't have to stress about the overtake. And I'm kind of comfortable with the modes that we're operating in. So you are going to pit next. 10 laps remaining. Yeah, I think it's going to be the same thing. We'll give you... So this will give you 10 with the roundup, so you can push more. We'll keep you on softs, and I think that's going to have to be that. I'm not going to take the risk with the front wing, because they're going in a little bit later, so you've got less of the rates to worry about, so we're not going to add something else that could lead to a mistake. There's no reason to preserve the tires anymore, so we're just going to go into attack for this last little bit. And Martin's going to keep running on high for now. 1.8 seconds. Sorry, that's the leader. It says gap, but it's wrong. Yeah, so actually Martin is passing now. Can we go and fight and try to keep this? Deny the overtake for a second. Excellent. Keep it on double red for a scooch, because I suspect he's double redding. Well, red, orange. Your condition's okay, right? On your engine? Yes, it's golden. First place is now pitting. We'll double check some of these numbers in a second. Let's have you come out on the yellow-orange. I'm a little concerned about our tire situation. Bring this down to just push. Okay, and we'll double check our lap counters. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's 9 laps remaining. Oh yeah, so I'll go to high. It means we can do 4 laps on high, and then, well, maybe a 5th lap on high, but that'll be about it. We may have to let... Engelhart through here. He's on our same strategy. I think he is just faster than us, because, I mean, his tires are worse than ours, and he's on the same strategy, but he's a slightly better driver, and or they still have, you know, slightly better components overall. I I think if we push more than this, we might lose our ability to defend against Johns, who's actually the one we are more interested in beating. Although Martin is holding on for now, which is great stuff. Great stuff. Owlbear not currently working on passing anyone, not really even having to defend too much, so hopefully she can make up a little bit of territory. Currently 38 seconds behind the leader, and that's dropping. Of course, I'm the leader. Oh, fastest lap by Jans over here. God damn you. But you have chunked through a fair amount of your tire. Tire's worse than us. Your form is just better, though. Yeah, Maritson now down to 3.6 for his form. So stats aren't really working out too well. Then just pitted for softs. She's still ahead of the Owlbear, which is kind of frustrating, because that would be another one that would be important to cut out. Yeah, and there's too much of a gap for really me to start pulling any sort of triggers on double reds or something like that. So we're passing through there, so we should have 7 laps left to go, right? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 7 laps remaining, so we can do a couple more on the reds. It looks like we do have some tire to spare, but I'm mostly worried about temp. If we were about to fight for an overtake, I'd put it up to orange. Otherwise, I'm going to save it for some last-minute stuff. And over here, yeah, you've got 7 and change. You can run. You might your last lap, I guess, will have to be on yellow, but otherwise you can run it on orange, which is what we want. I mean, unless we want to drop down to orange or to yellow and then save maybe a burst of red for overtakes, but we have to get into overtake range in the first place. 6 laps remaining. We're still holding on. 1 second between us and Engelhart, whose tires will last until the end. 1.1 seconds. 1.2. We're in the same engine mode, and now we're gaining. Now, his speeds are really going to be unchanged through his various bands, because this medium tire is the hardest compound on this track, so they have fairly similar. It's only a half-second difference between each band, as opposed to me losing, I think, about a second between each band. But with a 2-second lead for now, and of course other factors, at least Owlbear's in the points right now. She is, wow, she's 7.5 seconds behind Santa Ana. Can we make up 1 second per lap? Well, actually, we'd have to be more than that. I think the answer is very much no. So unless they make a driving error, there's nothing there. We're nearly 4 seconds ahead of Engelhart. Let me just double check our math one more time, because this is very important. 9, 10, 11, 12, 4 laps remaining. Oh, yes, we have to go to medium here, and we may have to go a little bit of low. But let's just run medium for now. Tire-wise, I mean, we've got extra wear available, but the temperature is going to really kind of prevent us from going anything more than this, I think. Because I think the temperature might climb ever so slightly on the yellow right now. Although it is about to drop a little bit in temp. That might give us a little bit more window. Of course, it'll be the same for everyone. Engelhart currently driving red-orange. Still 4 seconds, though. He's not gaining. Over here at the Owlbear, yeah, you can do 3 more laps like this. That's going to be okay. I think I'm going to go ahead and push your tires. You've got some temperature to spare. I think that's going to be good. Oh, you did come into 9th. Wait, where's... Oh, okay, Santa Ana's still ahead of you. It's just we passed Arbeloa. Would still love to get ahead of Santa Ana, who's running the softest compound. If she gets into the lowest band, it will slow her down a lot. Your gearbox is pretty close to being chunked out. That's true, Maritson. But I don't think the engine mode affects anything other than the engine itself. Hopefully, you don't have a catastrophic failure before the end, because Engelhart is, well, I was going to say is pushing. He's not really. Actually, he's having to drop back to conserve now. We only have 1 more lap left. No, 2 more laps left. Okay, which is good there. I think tire's good. I think we make no changes on Maritson's strategy. Owlbear should still mostly be good with how it's going. The temperature is manageable as well. I don't think anything is going to change positionally here. I mean, 10th is a little close. We're gonna do 1 more on high, I guess. Yeah, she's pushing. She's on the softer tires in that middle band, which is still better. Okay, let me drop you down to medium, because we can't finish the whole race on orange. Maritson, you just passed. You've got a little bit of extra fuel, only a little bit. But you're 3.5 seconds, 3.3, 3.1. Okay, that gap is closing, but it's hard to imagine them actually finishing up there. We can go a little bit of orange in the end. They are closing that gap like crazy sauce, though. You just went through, so you are on your final lap. And so you can go back up to orange. Perfect. And I know this is gonna burn through our tires quickly, but I'm gonna attack here. I'm going to push here. Because it's going to pin out the temperature, but not right away, and we still have some percentage. I think we're going to... no, maybe. I don't know. I'm a little worried. No, we're not going to hit the wall. Well, maybe, if it got really hot. Champagne time. Martin comes out first. First. Second and a half in front of Engelhart. And yet 2 places ahead of Jans, which is really important for our scoring. Now, Santa Ana's still going to score more than the Owlbear, but... I mean, it doesn't matter here, but let's go ahead and do that just to make sure. But there you go. Not a bad result at 9th. We beat the sponsor objectives. That's an extra 1.2 million pounds we can spend on stuff. Okay, that was really, really quite good. And Owlbear came from, I think, 20th position, right? We'll check the data at the end. Well, actually, I suppose I can check it now, right? Position tracker. We go back to the beginning. And who am I looking for? Where how is this ordered? Is this based on final placement? Burvots, where are you in here? There you are, way down here. You starting 16th? Oh no, that's lap 12. Oh, there you are. See, I kept looking at the bottom, or I kept looking where she ended up, and she was in neither place, so I was really confused. Didn't realize it wasn't on the first. Yeah, so she started dead last in 20th, ended up 9th. That is a hell of a good drive. Unfortunately, we couldn't do slightly better, but it was a hell of a good drive. And then, yeah, Martin starting in 2nd, and then entering into 1st position, like, on that first lap. So he ended lap 1 in 1st. He dipped down just after a pit stop, but then same thing here. But he effectively led the entire race. Awesome. Amazing. Fantabulous. All the things. The winner is us. It's always... Someone might have an illegal part. It's possible. That, would be great if it was Santa Ana. Or Jans, actually. Again, anything that takes points away from my biggest competitor would be good. Otherwise, anything that gives me points would be kind of nice. So actually, it would be better almost to... Because Jans dropping down would cost them some points, but wouldn't give me any. So it'd almost be better if Santa Ana got caught with the illegals. Come on. I know it's not me. I'm not breaking anything. And no one did either. Sergio did the fastest lap for the extra point. Well, I'm just happy he didn't go to Sylvia Racing. That's going to be really valuable. But yeah, 1 there. 2-stop strategy for most people. We did have some 3s down there. And yeah, we went up 11 spots. We went up 1. Yonders went up 3. Gerard went up 13. I mean, that's the winner there. Down 13. And then, of course, some do not finish. But there we go. 25 points for coming in first. So wait, why did they get 27? Did you get 2 points for the fastest lap? I thought it was 1. Maybe it's 2 points for fastest lap. Which we're not really pushing for, but I'm not entirely sure we can manage. All right, 25-point differential. So we actually did close it. It was 33-point gap before this race. Now it's a 25-point gap. Hope is still alive. Hope is still alive. Of course, it would be very easy for us to drop down to 3rd place as well. Damn. Okay, that was very decent. Very decent. Ravioli. Sorry, I haven't had breakfast yet. It's 1:30 in the afternoon. I haven't eaten yet today. So I should probably do that after this recording. So yeah, expected 6. We came in first. We crushed it. There's going to be no marketability changes, which is super disappointing. I don't think there's going to be a marketability change to Jesper either, despite winning. I think if he wins like the championship, then it carries over, but that might be about it. Well, we'll take another look here. Morale, yeah, it's not going to move. Oh, you got a new unlock. Oh, the pit stop legend is unlocked over here with Owlbear. And there's our money. There's our sponsor money. 1.6 million in there. Don't mind if I do. Wow. Okay. Asia Pacific. Yeah, so there you go. European Cup. So drivers, Martin is 2nd overall. He's only 16 point or 6 points behind Jans. He could potentially win the championship, the driver championship. Owlbear does pick up a couple of points. Actually, was she at 8? So maybe she picked up 4 points. No. I think she was at 10, so she picked up 2 for 9th place finish. I think that makes sense. And yet, there we are over there fighting. I mean, we're in it. We're not even quite halfway through the season, right? Because that was race 4 of, I think, 11. Best place is probably to check the calendar over here. Oh, no, that was race 5. No. Ardennes is next. Ardennes is race 5. So, yeah, we're not even halfway there. Rain during practice. It would be great if there was rain during a race. They tend to be exciting in real life, but also in here, and it's an opportunity for us to find little edges. At 96 is good. Again, all you can do is jack it. Doesn't seem very impressive. 83 seems low, and you have nothing double digit. 92 is not bad, but you have nothing double digit either. He's still a possibility. I don't know. Let's do a quick little cheap cycling of things here. And of the people, so you're fully rested. You can, I could swap this, which will improve our, actually didn't really change our pit time. Didn't change our pit time at all, but potentially increases the chance of a mistake here. Rest, I mean, because, you know, yeah, he's not fully rested, but he still has the higher stamina. And the only thing he can really do is do the front jack. Rear jacks, I mean, there was someone 12 here, but he's got the 810. I mean, you've got good stats here, but you're pretty tired. Yeah, I wonder if O'Donnell's really got a future with us. Contract remaining, I think, wait, hold on. Draper, yeah, this is what I just put there. Yeah, the only thing you can do is front jack, but you do have really good stamina. I think we are using you fairly often. Yes to you. Actually, I don't know where your contract was, but it doesn't matter, I guess, so much. Yeah, we'll just renew it. Because we did check, right? There's no cost, as far as we can tell, to renewing it. 4.9, 4.935. Yeah, that's unchanged. Interface is still kind of sucky for it. The good stamina. And nice if you had double-digit tires. But yeah, you can do a lot of different roles. And 12 refueling is pretty good for us. Yeah, we'll keep you around. 86 and low tires. I'm actually thinking no to you. In fact, no, we'll keep you around for now. I mean, there might not be any cost of firing, so it might be totally safe. The 83. But you're not bad. A 9 tire plus refueling or 9 tire plus 12 fixing. Like, you've got the low stamina. Alright, we gotta keep you for now. You're about to run out. And you know what? I'll renew this one as well. Just because we do need some subs available. You're not great. I want to find someone better. But we don't have someone better for now, so I guess we're gonna keep you. Yeah, you're okay there. Check the mail. We got an interview. What is this about? Jonsdottir. You know, that's interesting. Ada. First of all, I didn't realize you were a she. I think I kept saying he, because it looks like John. Oh. Oh. Let's break contract 4 million. I mean, so we're not going to break that, but that's interesting. Cost per race is high, yeah. Like, you'd be willing to join us, and you don't have the worst marketability. That's true, too. Although some of these are temporary. Pet dog? I just bit one of the mechanics. Wow! Yeah, I don't know. Speaking of drivers, though, anything happen with Jesper? No, his marketability has not changed, despite, you know, getting a win. Which feels pretty disappointing to me. Shouldn't that, you know, everyone loves a winner, right? Status, cost. Yeah, I mean, we're definitely going to keep you around, despite the low marketability. Spoiler, you need some wins. Meter Train is going to go... Oh, no, that's permanent one, which is great. I think you had something else going on. I think your marketability dropped a little bit. I think you lost a temporary modifier. All right. What I'm going to do here, I'm going to advance to when the brakes are done. I'm going to set up, oh, I probably could have done some tweaking for some things here, but, oh yeah, sorry, clear this, focus on the brakes exclusively. All right, well, they'll definitely be ready before the race, which is nice to see. It's funny, they have lower performance than these. I mean, these have been being improved. They have exactly the same cap. This has got the improved tire wear, though, which is nice. I don't think we're designing another set of brakes. We could do another suspension. to get this one to kind of crazier levels, which actually might be good. I think we will go and do an engine at some point, in case we're still in here for another season, because the next league up, the Asia Pacific, the engine is a spec part. But we might still be stuck in this another season, and if we do design another engine, we may be able to use it this season. Maybe I'll do that first, because I already put in some reliability work on the suspension. Here, hell, you're max your potential thing. Yeah, I might do an engine right now. Out of curiosity, like, well, what I could do is I could just drop the red zone so we could use it right out of the box immediately. Or the top speed at 510. So it's 490 or 510. What is our current engine stuff? Which is still, some of the best in the league here. So, yeah, that's probably quite a bit lower down the thing. I think I like the idea of designing an engine for us. And yeah, let's top speed it. The development time's not going to be that long, because we're not adding too many components. I mean, the engine does take a little longer. I don't think it'll be ready for this race, but it should be ready for the next one. We'll at least make the one, that's for sure. Quite expensive. But yeah, and we will use this one at least this season. And puts us in a slightly better position later on. There's only one sponsor being offered here, so if we advance time a little bit... am I working on reliability correctly? Yes, I am. I put the brakes in there, right? And we're over there. Yes, excellent. Okay. Hope the engine's the correct decision. Just here. Let's work on these gearboxes for a sec here. Oh, it's like, why is time not advancing? Because another league has to do their race. Good for them. I haven't seen a scout pop up. Son of a bitch. In a bit. First of all, let's see if there's any new unemployed people. There are. Oh, I filled the queue with like a billion of these. Whoops. Go, 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 go. How come there wasn't... I clicked on here. Oh, I did miss some of these that were unemployed. Okay. Here, a couple more. Done. Keep you busy for a long time. Continue. Engine design finished. So, go to improve parts. Clear out this side of things. New engine. 4 days after race. We actually might be able to use this. 8 days. So it'll be 2/3 of the way done its work. This engine might be usable this race. Well, there's not much to gain there anyway. Okay. We've got sponsors. We're just going to wait until... Oh, wait, hold on, stop. I do want to design at least another part. Do I want to do one more engine? Okay, let's see what it would look like if we design another engine. Otherwise, I'm wondering about suspension, because I think we could do another stupid good suspension. But, okay, initial good, which takes longer. Build time goes down, but things get way worse. Wets and inters, no. This mostly just means a lot more reliability work, but it would be a pretty good engine. I just did this. It would take a while to produce. I'm going to do one more engine. It'll still be useful this season. Yeah. ERS to be implemented. Okay. We're going to have a vote for it. I don't know if I get to carry over my voting power from season to season. But I'm going to abstain to accrue voting power. I won't complain if it gets enacted. I won't care if it goes, oh, it is going to be enacted. Oh, someone used voting power for it. Okay, so if there is a second season here, we're going to use the ERS. I don't know if ERS is in the next league, so I don't know if we get to carry over some of our practical knowledge. Go one more day, just in case a new sponsor shows up, but no. All right. Oh, 3 offers. Yes, it did. So no super high percentage ones. Wow, the really low targets. You're the one with an upfront payment. So this is worth 50k per race, which means that, assuming we always hit our targets, Luxina and Deutsche Air are exactly the same at 300k per race. But this is more guaranteed and is lower target. 400k per race, 10th and above. I feel like we can pretty reliably do that. It's also a short contract, so it'll cycle faster. The home bonus doesn't matter because we don't race in Japan. So I think we can pretty much assume we're going to do this, unless this needed first place. Vamoose needs third. Unless we just want to keep trying for the third and above with Vamoose. So in this case, what I would do is I would take the flat payment, but at least get the 300,000. Third and above is dicey though. It really requires us to start fairly high in the polls. I feel like Martin might be able to end up third and above as long as he starts like sort of in the front half. Certainly if he starts in say the top 6, I have faith that we can get him to third place with a fair amount of reliability. But yeah, no, maybe I'll take this. I think that might be a little bit safer. I mean, it's a lot safer. Whether it's a smart move, I don't know. Okay, I think that basically deals with everything we're looking to do. Those 6 months over here on Jesper, who we're probably going to want to keep. Contracts are all good over here. We just took a look at the pit crew. Still hoping to get some better people in the list, but it is what it is for now. I do have to do some more shopping around to see if any of the mechanics that I might have wanted might have gotten fired or whatever. Look at that. I've got to take a look at the other positions as well. But Alex Gray here. Look at this. Huge star rating. Insanely good. We don't know. Oh, we don't even get a hint. Oh no, light-footed, medium tires, super overtake mode. Ooh. Any chance you're interested? Because this is obviously really, really, really nice. Still not as good in pit stops as concentration. You're better than what we've got. Of the unemployed. Yeah, no, you'd still be better. Would you be interested? Not interested. You want to join a team higher up. Yeah, and that I think this is sort of where we were last time, where it felt like everyone who was better than what we had already simply wasn't interested. It's still Alex. That would be insane. Look at this guy. Is he still there? Why don't you want to be in a higher league? Yeah, I think that was sort of the situation where we were. Good pit stops. No. Yeah, I think we've got the best that we can have at this time. Annoyingly. Work there. Not much money in the bank, although we're kind of okay. I mean, we have to make sure not to go bankrupt here. I still think we might design one more suspension. That's not too expensive, and hopefully we can get some money in the next race. Overall, I'm pretty okay where we are. 25 points. It's possible. As we need them to go badly. It's not just us doing well, we need them to do badly. And Albert is definitely, if anything, I mean, she's still got some contract. Cost to break her contract isn't too bad, although we don't have a lot of money to cover the cost to break the contract and a sign-on bonus. We may simply have to look for a replacement for Albert. Her potential is not being met. She's not improving. And she's got the same buildings available to her as Jesper. As far as I know, none of these things are supposed to relate to training rates. If there'd be anything, it might be fitness. I mean, unless focus helps the rate at which you gain skills, it's possible. But yeah, she's just like... she's so much worse. Yeah, we have to make sure to keep focusing on giving Martin the better parts. Because he's the only one who has a chance to bring in huge points for us. I may have to go looking around. There's Enrique again. That's right, we would lose some marketability. What's the little face here? Is it because they've got a stat that affects those? No, that's what the minus and pluses are. Which I guess, yeah. Oh yeah, personality trait impact, yeah. Eye problems, which I'm... Okay, new haircut, which helps marketability. Eye problems, which hurt a lot of things, but will go away soon. It would not break the bank to cancel our contract with Owlbear. Offset her costs slightly. I haven't already tried to negotiate with her, have I? I might have tried and pissed her off. No, she's interested. You guys, I might pull the trigger. And she's so much better, obviously, right? We do lose a bunch of marketability. Is the one issue. God damn it. Okay, I gotta put a cut in here. I'm gonna take another look at some of the people who are sitting around unemployed. 100% marketability. Well, he's a catalog model right now. That's plus 30, but still, what does marketability be without this? Oh, so we actually don't know what his base marketability is. He's interested. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna give it some think between episodes, you guys, and see where we end up. But that Max Porter is clearly better driver than Owlbear by a lot. He does have a lower smoothness, but everything else is substantially higher. This is I think, the smoothness wedge. Doesn't really show there. Yeah. Yeah, everything else he's better at. Thank you for the background change of color to something that I can actually look at. And he's got the marketability. I mean, she's pretty marketable too. That was the one thing of swapping her out. I mean, he's going to be a lot more expensive. But maybe his marketability will help offset that. I mean, I don't think that'll give us up to 5 stars, but it'll still be useful. And he's going to, actually score some points for us. God, I think we might have to go with Max Porter. Well, we're going to cut the episode here. Folks, thanks for watching. I'm going to see you guys next time. Bye-bye.